I'm here in a new video. Yeah, I know, I have not uploaded videos since a lot of time. But I have been working on something really cool that I'm going to show you right now. And that is Bedrock Tweaks. What is, you may be asking? Bedrock Tweaks is a website that I made which has a complete, almost complete, port of Vanilla Tweaks to Bedrock Edition. Yeah, you have heard right. Vanilla Tweaks for Bedrock Edition. Everything. Or at least everything I could do. So, before jumping to see that thing, I want to explain some things. Some of you may have already seen some of parts of the website, which is the resource pack, but as I have not made a video about it, I will show that in this video. So I will show you absolutely everything that is in the website, how to install and how does it look in game. I will show you how to install for Android version and from Windows 10. For Xbox One, iOS and Nintendo Switch, you will need to look up in the internet to find it how to do those, because I don't have any of those devices, so I can show it to you. So before starting, I want to say to you that I will display on the screen on this side or maybe this other side a timeline with everything that will be in this video, because this will be a long one. Also, you will have it in the description, so enjoy the vid. Okay, so let's start with resource packs. And for that, first I will show you how to install them on Windows 10 and then how to install it on Android. So let's jump in onto the website. So, how do you get to the website? Easy. Go to your search bar and type graph.bedrock.org and type enter, and you will go to the My Own site. Here you have. And in the top right corner, you can go to Bedrock Tweaks. And this is. And let's go with the resource packs. And here you have almost all the resource packs available in Vanilla Tweaks, and also some more texture packs that I thought would be interesting. For example, we have the Unlit Blocks, Chunk Visualizer, and Text Set, just as one of them, but there are some multiple more that I thought it will be very useful for mobile or PC players on Bedrock Edition. So let's make something interesting. For example, let's download this GUI. I click the file, and as you see, the resource pack has been downloaded. Let's do also, I don't know, Unlit Blocks. As you see, this doesn't work on mobile, but I will fix it soon on Windows 10, and on Xbox One does work perfectly. So download this one, and also let's do, I don't know, I want some solid honey. Let's go. Now that they have been downloaded, you go to your downloads folder. In this case, this is mine. I have here the 3 resource packs I have downloaded, so just by double clicking any of them, it will open. Let's start with this one. As you see, Minecraft starts opening, and it will automatically load the resource pack onto your game. Of course, because I'm recording, it takes its time. You can do it, Minecraft, you can! As you see here, import started, and it says duplicate pack because I have already it installed. So let's go back here and install the other packs. Hopefully one of them I will not have it installed. Same, I have it also installed. Let's try with solid honey, and you will see here that it's successfully imported. Now that we have the packs installed in the game, we have 2 options. First is to play on a local world. For example, this one, Bedrock Review. We click on the settings button, that is that little pencil, go to resource packs, my packs, and select the packs you have downloaded. Let's see, Bedrock Edition title. As you can see now, we have all these three packs here installed. So we click play and it will load. Loading the resource packs, and yes, you see, we already see the Bedrock Edition title displaying. And now once we are in game, I will show you what does exactly this pack do. You see, we have this pack installed. Let's try it with some torches to see that it perfectly works, and the solid honey just do display it to you. No, it's solid honey, but it's called honey in game. There you have. But I will show you everything this later, because now let's show you the second part to how to use these packs on server. And the honey block, click, and there you have. So this is how you install resource packs on Windows 10. Now let's see the same thing, but for Android. So here we are in the site, now on my mobile. So let's go again to resource packs. There we have this loading, which takes 5 pages, and as you see, we have here the exact same things. In this case, let's download other things. Chat tweaks. So let's click open with Chrome. Always do open with Chrome. Don't forget that, it's important. And there you have it downloaded. Let's also download, I don't know, Conquer Wings with Chrome. Remember to download it with Chrome. And let's do also something easy to see, visible tripwires, and download it. Now how to install it in your game. Once you have the downloads, you will see here the packs, and if you click on them, I can click it right now, invisible tripwires, it will automatically open your game and install the pack for you. So let's wait to see it. Here we have the game loading again, that of course takes 2 ages, and import started, and successfully imported visible tripwires. But what happens in the case that we cannot import it in that way? So we have to do it in the other form. So let's get out of the game. Let's put the mobile on vertical mode again. Okay, so let's go. Let's get into your File Explorer, go to the downloads folder where you used to have all these files and click on the file you want to import. Probably it won't open you Minecraft and won't let you get into the game. As you can see, for me it only opens the inside. So in this case I had to install another app. This one, RAR, as you can see it here. Let's go to the Play Store, search for RAR, and there you have, it's the first app that should display. RAR published by WinRAR. You download it, open it, and this app will allow you to go to your downloads folder. What is all of these things? I don't know. And click on the pack you want to import, and it will open Minecraft and work perfectly. Remember, it may ask you to select the app you want to open, and remember to select Minecraft. So let's import also the last one, Chatwix, and you will see that I have it already installed. You will see that from now it's exactly the same thing as on the other device, Windows 10. If you have the packs here in the global settings installed, if you join a normal world, they will also load in this world. But to use packs in local worlds, single player worlds, I recommend you to do it in the way I have done it in Windows 10. So now we're in the world. So as you can see, I have an Elytra cape, but why does not display the Concord wings? That's because I have one cape and the cape gives priority. So let's go to settings 1 second to show you what is it? Video here, 3% back. I have the cape, so it displays the Elytra with the cape. And there we have the click. There we have without the Elytra. So to display the Concord wings, you need to go here, change to another character, and remove it from it the cape if it has no cape. So let's go back. Let's get out of the game. The world, sorry, not the game. Let's wait for it to load, as you can see, and get back. And as you can see, we have here the Concord wings. Yay! What more I had here installed? Visible tripwires. So let's get some string from here. String please, not feathers. And there you see, the tripwires are visible. And as last but not least important, Chatwix. As I have some problems with the chat on the mobile, I will show this to you on my computer with all the review of all the packs. So let's go with the review. Okay, I wanted you to make a review of all the resource packs that are in the website, but as they are exactly the same as they are on Vanilla Twix, I will put a link to Xisuma's voice video in the description, if I found it. So I will only review the ones that have some differences. Crosshairs, clean wool, clean oars, directional hoppers, orange pumpkin overlay, invisible item frames, topics, invisible tooltips, better shield title as you have said earlier, unit blocks, and this knob. That's it, and the chunk visualizers which I should have here. So for now, let's show all this except the cheat text set and chat visualizer in this world. Later ones I will show you in another server. But before joining, what is crosshairs? Each resource pack, which you can see here, which has all the crosshairs at the same time. And how do you select the one you want? You go to the pack, you click it once you have it active, and you see this little gear you click on it, and here you can select the pack you want. In this case, I would want to use one plus dot. So let's go now in game to show you everything else. Here you have the title again. So let's start with invisible tooltips. What is that? That's for you to be able to see through the items. Usually you'll have here a big square, so you would not be able to see what's above the item. But in this way you can see what's behind them. You can have the inventory full of blocks and the sword enchanted. Let's make an example. Enchanted is sharpness, enchanted is unbreaking. Let's also do mending, knockback, fire aspect, and it should be enough. As you can see, if you didn't have this pack, all these 4 lines would be covered by the sword, but in this case you can see what's behind it. Okay, now as you should have seen, I have the crosshair as I showed you before, the plus dot angle thing. Yeah, I don't know how was it called. So there you have the crosshair displayed there. Invisible item frames. Item frame. There we have a block. We put the item frame and it's invisible. You cannot see it. So you could have here a good looking display of your items. For example, item frame inside an item frame. I recommend you every now and again disable this pack to go through your base and look for random item frames here and there. You may have placed one there in the floor and then you have forgotten about that, and someday you disable the pack and see, oh wow, there's an item frame in the floor. So this is how it goes. Invisible item frames. Now let's go with the pumpkin overlay. And let's put a called pumpkin, and as you can see, you don't see the pumpkin thing, but all the display is a little bit orangey, so you can know that you have a pumpkin on you, but it's not that annoying as the normal pumpkin display. So let's go with the next one. Clean ores. As you can start now seeing here, we have here all the ores, but a lot cleaner, so you can see them easily in the mine. Iron, gold, diamond, lapis, redstone, coal, emerald, and quartz. As you can see it, I will put it in my hand so you can also see which one is which. So now let's clear our inventory and let's go with the clean wool packs. Yes, this pack is the one that Mambo used like 1 million years ago, where you can have all the wools but completely clean, so they are not that bad looking, so they are nicer to the view and easier to do redstone on them, which is the best use you can use for them, of course. Let's go now with directional hoppers. But this pack is also on the Bedrock Twig and the Vanilla Twig side. Yes, but this one is different. As you can see, this one the displays in green and the arrow is in the border, not in the middle of the hopper. I was not able to do it in the middle of the hopper, so with the community we decided to put it in the border of the hopper, and as you can see, it does display really nice. And why is on green? because if now we get some redstone blocks or any redstone power source and we power the hoppers, you can see that they are locked, and when they are locked they displayed in red, so you can in this way easily know when a hopper is locked or not. For example, you can see here that this hopper is locked and this one is not, so this will send items, but this other hopper will not do it and will have them inside until we unlock it. If we lock this one, it will happen in the... if we lock also this one, you know what I mean. I don't know how to speak, but you know what I mean. Yes. Okay, so let's go with the final, I think. No, with the two final of... let's go with the two final packs on this thing. First, let's go with chat tweaks, which adds these 4 buttons to your chat. And what do they do? For example, here on PC we can use the arrows to make things and the tab button to complete. Slash CL, I tap and I can type source clear. But in mobile you can't, so this pack adds that thing. You can go up the chat, down the chat. Let's make some advanced. You can tap, you can press space, tab again, and tab. Oh man. So you can tap here while completing. I tap air to remove, tab. I tap, I don't know, DS, and I cannot tap because there's nothing. So I tap ga, tab, space, creative, and tab again. Here, there you have. So you can in an easy way tab and go to the previous messages in mobile devices. Let's go finally with the latest pack. So for this we will go down to a cave. As you can see down there, there is red crosses on the blocks and up here yellow ones. What does that mean? Okay, the yellow crosses means a mob can spawn in this block when it's nighttime, so a mob will never spawn on these blocks when it's daytime, but when it's night it may spawn. Of course, if you put light, you can see that it removes, and you can see that there's no crosses in this area, so no mobs could spawn here. I'll go 1 second to settings video and I'll turn on smooth lighting. As you can see, it changes a bit, so it's more hard to see where exactly in which blocks the crosses are. So to use this pack, I recommend you to disable smooth lighting, but there will be no big deal if you use it with smooth lighting enabled. And what do the red crosses mean? If there are red crosses, as you can see down there, it's because a mob can spawn there always, does not matter if it's day or night. And of course, you can see here the clean ores pack. If we put a light source, it will disable the ability of mobs to spawn here. So you spider, if we had light here, you could not have spawned. Okay, so now let's show you these 2 packs in the Bedrock server. We wait until they load and let's jump into it. Here we go. Let's wait until we connect, because with my amazing internet connection it takes some years to load, but we will actually get into the server. And there we are. As you can see here, we are in the world spawn and we can see some red, green and blue lines. And what do they mean? They are the chunks. Here in the server we have it also displayed with these shown squares here in the area, but let's go a bit far away so you can see better how this works. For example, into these planes. You can see here the red lines are in the z-axis and the blue lines are in the x-axis. So you can see here the tree. You can see here the chunk borders, and why I get green ugly lines, because that's a sub chunk border. If we mine here a bit, you can see that in the side you will see blue lines because it's a chunk border. On the which border was this? On the z-axis. And if we do exactly the same in the red side, you can see that you have the red ones. And of course, if we change the chunk sub-chunk altitude to another one that is not, you will not see these green things. Okay, now that we have seen how the chunk borders work, let's see the touch setback. For that, we will need to go to the nether in our case. There we go. Boom. Of course, the Ender stretches a lot, and let's go to our glitched block storage, which was the touch set resource pack 4. As you can see, we have bedrock, we have air blocks, yeah, bubble columns, flowing water, flowing lava, static water, monster spawners, portal blocks, and gateways, and some more of this. And what this pack does is gives proper names to these items. For as you can see here, all these items have a special texture, special name, and now I will remove this resource pack from myself and get back into the server again, so you can see that without this pack, the text set pack, you will not be able to see that names, and you will see just some random ugly names. So let's get in, wait a little bit again, and I'll show you how this works. There we are. Now, as you see, this has no texture, you cannot know what is it, you place it, it's nothing, so you cannot know what it is. Same with this one, tile bubble column, not the proper name. You can see here lava, with the flowing lava, you also see lava, so you cannot know which block is which block, water, but it's the same water. No, this one is flowing and this one is static. Same with the end portals, the gateways, and the normal portals now. They display fine. So these have been all the resource packs, and now let's jump with the crafting twigs. Go! Why did I put potatoes here? So let's see now how to use the crafting twigs. First, go to Bedrock Edition's website, click on crafting twigs, and exactly the same as it was on the resource packs, you click on the packs you want to download and you install it exactly the same as you made with the resource packs until we get in game. So let's jump there. So here we are back in the game. You should have installed everything and you have seen the message up here. So now let's install them in your world. Let's go to your world, to settings, and to the behavior packs thing. Down here, where are the add-ons? And you go to my packs and activate every one you want. As you see, achievements will turn off on your world, but through MBT editing, you can turn on achievements back. There are some videos on the internet on how to do that. I will try, if I remember, to put one video how to do it in the description. So I will now add every one of these packs, these crafting twigs, to the world, and then let's jump in. Okay, all of them are installed, so let's go to play. We load the world, and as you can see, here's glitching here a bit the pack because I have removed this pack. There you go. So here we are back in the world. So let's get a table, and I will show you some of the tweaks to show you that they perfectly work. Let's get some planks and let's craft some stairs. Oh, that's on display 4, but that's not a bug. That's because you forgot to do something. So let's go to the main screen now. Let's save and quit. And as you can see here, in the world settings, you need to have experimental gameplay enabled for the crafting twigs to work. So if you don't have it, go to world, enable experimental gameplay, and there you will have it. It will make a copy of world with the X tag. Of course, if you don't want it to display, because useless ugly, just go to your world and remove it. So now that we are in here, let's show you that it actually works. And here we're in the world, and there you have the 8 stairs and back to blocks, and you get these back to blocks again and you craft them again stairs. Let's get some stone bricks or small stone, for example, and yes, double slab crafting. And in this way, back to blocks. You can also craft the 3 slabs, make them back to blocks. What more is? Coral. Let's take some blue coral and use the 2x2 coral craft. As you can see, you can mix them as you want and you get the coral. And in this case, I have also installed the 3x3, so I can have the 3x3 craft and the 2x2 craft in the same world. What more do we have? Let me check here. Oh yeah, equestrian crafting. So let's clear my inventory. Give me some interesting items, some saddles. Let me give me also some string. What more should I need? I think nothing. And game mode survival. I can go here. Remove this, and as you can see, all these crafts appear on the crafting tab. Yes, you see it. How is the name tag crafted? Oh, I forgot paper / give Addons paper 54, and I can craft some name tags / give Addons planks 24. Yeah, you can craft some trapdoors, and you can see you have the 12 trapdoors. Bar blocks, same. Give Addons log that number, and we craft 4 bar blocks, as you can see them. The same with the stripped blocks. So what's more interesting here? Oh yeah, wool to string plus I have string, so I'll craft some wool blocks and I craft back to some string. So let's give Addons cobblestone, a lot of cobblestone. Maybe this was too much. Yeah, looks like it was too much. Let's remove some and give /s redstone 64. Why do I want this? I want this to craft some droppers. So here I have all the dispensers, sorry. The materials, I have here the droppers. I craft some droppers, and now I can craft some. Do I have everything? Yes. Let me search for it. Dispensers. Oh, that's not so because it has some priority, the other item, but if we do like this and we put the droppers in the middle, the dispensers do have a recipe, as you can see. Does not display because it gives priority to this crafting recipe. That's sad, but cannot do anything with it. Finally, some interesting thing. For example, let's go to game mode 1, get some rotten flesh, get a furnace, place some rotten flesh inside, get some fuel, and let's wait a bit while it makes our recipe, which is leather. Yes, boys, yes, girls, yes, people, leather. There you have it. And there are also more different crafting recipes. For example, I have added here universal dyeing for each block except terracotta, glazed terracotta, because this is really hard to make. Let's get some blue dye, and as you can see, slash game mode 0, I can go here and craft some blue terracotta with any combination of these blocks. So I have not shown all the recipes, but I have shown you some ones that we have here. In the website you can look at them and you will see that it's easy to understand what each one does. So as the final thing, let's go with the most interesting possible thing, the Datapacks, or as we call them on Bedrock, Addons. And finally, let's go with the add-ons. Here you have all the add-ons that we have for Bedrocks, but have in mind that some of them are still work in progress. And as you can see, we have some notes here and there. That's because some of these packs will take a lot of time to develop, which have note 1. As you can see here, some of them will take a lot of time to develop. The work in progress ones will not take that much time, and which in this case the multiplayer sleeping will be updated, so it will be more advanced than it is right now. So, but the most important thing is this one. Every pack that has node 0, it's a pack that is working right now, but does not work on realms or Bedrock dedicated servers, as is here. That is due to this bug. So let's take a look at this bug. As you can see, any mission controllers cannot run commands on realms, which is a big issue because it's one of the most important things that are used on the add-on developing teams. So, if you want all these bugs to work flawlessly and completely perfect in your worlds, please upload this boot, log in with your Morgir account, and click on this button, not to remove the boot, instead to vote this issue, so we can get this fixed and have the full potential of all these bugs on realms and servers. So after this little annoying thing, let's show you how to download them, which is exactly the same as we have done with crafting tricks and with resource packs. You click the ones you want, they download, and you'll install them. So let's jump into the game to see how they work in game. But before going in, I will tell you which ones are working right now. AFK Display, Anti-Creeper Grip, Enderman Grip, Ghast Grip, Double Circle Cells, Dragon Drops Elytra, Kill Empty Boats, Larger Phantoms, simple multiplayer sleeping, player graves, can't move deaths, Pillager Tools are the ones that are working right now, and all the other ones will be done as soon as I'm able to do them. So now, yes, let's go to the game. So here we are back in game, and for this display I will create a new world to show you how to do it from scratch. So let's create a new world. You put the name you want, I'll put that, and let's go to behavior packs, my packs, and install all the packs you want. I just noticed this little issue with simple multiplayer sleeping that I will fix right now, so when you download it you don't need to do anything. So I'll install every one of these packs, and that's all I have for now. And in this case I will need to manually install this multiplayer sleeping resource pack. As you see, the player resource pack automatically installed, but because of this issue that displays here that was before, this did not done automatically. But when you will download it, it will done it alone, without your needing. So remember to tell to every player that will join your world that they need to download the resource packs, because if not they won't see any graves or any special things that are needed in the packs that you want. Okay, I'll change here some little settings and let's go create the new world. So you can also install these packs on a world that was already created. Do not need to make a new world to install them. Just showing here is a new world. So here we are in game, and the first thing you want to do it is go in chat and type /function main init, which will create all the needed scoreboards for all the packs to work. So now let me get a second to see which packs we have installed. Okay, and let's show you how this works. Let me make a big fill, 100 grass. And now let's get some Enderman. For what? To show you. And let's make also night time. Time set night so they don't TP. So you will see no Enderman will pick any block of grass or any block in this world. As you can see, Endermans are walking here and there, but they won't ever pick a block, so you won't have ugly glass blocks like here. You will never have something like this or something like this, because Endermans won't pick up any block. Creeper grief. Get some creepers. Let's pause some creepers. Let's give myself effect resistance, effect at S resistance, a lot of time 20 true, and let's go to game mode survival. Creeper will explode, it will damage you, but it won't break any block in the world, as you have shown. Creeper booming, but no block breaking, and same with the ghasts. So let's get some ghasts, let's spawn them, and let's go to game mode survival again. That will suck, they will damage you, but they won't break any block. As you can see, let me go into survival now. As you see, I am in fire because they shot me. /effect at S clear. So you will see, if a gas ball hits you, you get a a ton of damage and you can die. Slow. Now the world is lagging a little bit because I'm recording. And also there's a lot of entities. Let me clear all this mess and we will continue. Now that we are back and I have cleaned everything here, let's go with the drops. Let's get some shulker spawners. Let's spawn them and slash kill. You can see all my commands. Add E type shulker, and as you can see, each one of them has dropped 2 shulker cells. We can see how, but we have 10. And same with the dragon, but the dragon don't drop shulker cells. If not, slash summon ender dragon slash kill arroba at E. So dragon does not destroy our world. And you can see, if we find it somewhere here, there you go, the Elytra. Dragon has dropped an Elytra, as the pack says. So yes, other pack that's pretty working. Let's go now with the next pack, which is Phantom Sighting. Depending on the night you are, slash time set night, slash set it as night vision a lot. As you can see, phantoms are normal now, but when the time passes, they will be bigger and bigger. So let's wait a bit to see them grow. Some days have passed, and now you can see the phantoms are bigger and faster. And if I got in survival, they will start attacking me and dealing a lot of damage. Some more time has passed. The phantoms are even bigger. Really big now. And this is the 3rd level. And there is the 4th one, the secret one, where the phantoms are absolutely absolutely giant after the 100 days have passed. So let me use some commands to force the time to the 100th day, and let's go. So there we have massive phantoms after 100 days in game without sleeping. There we have these amazing beasts that will hit you and you will instantly die about them. So after showing this pack, and as you probably die a lot, let's show the player graves. So to show you player graves here, I have brought my art, which is right here in front of me. Hello. And as you can see, I have the inventory full and I will let my art kill me. So there we have one more hit and dead. As you can see, Alt is here and Alt has not picked any item. Let me respawn and you see it there. As you can see, it's jumping above the thing and it's not able to take these items in any way out of the grave. So now let's go it back. I'll go here, crouch and jump, and I get all my items back. Here you can see that all the items are back to its place. So the same happens if we kill the alt, so let's get grandmother, survival, everyone, and let's kill them. I can try to jump here as much as I want, but I want to get it here. So now let's come here with the alt and its boogie hands. I don't know what happens to my account that always has these weird hands. And crouch, jump, and I get my sword back. Really nice. So now I leave there my alt to be AFK for some minutes. So let's wait. So here we are. After the 5 minutes waiting, we can see under the player name that he is or she is AFK And in the tab we can see that it's also AFK because displays in the scoreboard there. Of course, if we hit the player, it will stop being AFK and will be removed from the scoreboard, so it will no longer be AFK. And this is that's simple as it looks. So now let's go with the next one. Okay, so here we are with a lot of random bots in the world, some with entities on them and some others without them. Let's also get 2 pigs. Hey pig, hey pig, please get into the bot on YouTube. There you go. Some with entities on them and some without them. So same as in the vanilla Twitch official, if we do slash function kill empty bots, all empty bots will get removed from the loaded areas of the world, and the ones that have entities on them will not get removed. Really nice. We can see here also these people AFK. Stop AFK, lazy. Let's show you now multiplayer sleeping. All of us have happened or been on a server that sometimes I wanted to be able to sleep when there are more people, so now this packs allows you to do it. Anyone on the server can go to sleep, and if just one person sleeps, the day will pass. If there is, let's say, thunder, any player goes to sleep, and the day will pass, and they will stop thundering. Same with rain. For now, it will work if any player on the server sleeps, but I'm working on a more advanced version of this, so you are able to select the percentage of players that you want them to be able to sleep for the night to pass. But for now, you may use this. Let's go now with Pillager Tools. Slash function Pillager Tools. You can disable patrols, disable battlement, or enable patrols or battlement. Let's start with disabling patrols. This will do that they will no spawn any patrols in the world, but pillagers from a pillager outpost will still spawn, so you could get battlement from those. So to enable them back, just function Pillager Tools slash enable patrols, and patrols will be enabled. In case you want patrols to be up, but you don't want players to have bad omen, just function disable Pillager Tools disable bad omen, and bad omen will be disabled. If I give myself effect at S bad omen, I don't know so many seconds. Let's give in. As you can see, I don't get any bad omen, so I could not start any raid. If we do the other side, function Pillager Tools enable bad omen. If I give myself bad omen, I will get it. Easy and peasy. So let's go with the next one, Thunderstrike. How to use this? Make a cool build. For example, this. I don't know, and I'll put there 1 diamond block because I want. Put another stand and the slash function Thunder Shrine create shrine, and the Thunder Shrine will be created in this area, and you can see there some particles being. Of course, now if I get some nether stars and I throw 1 star there, the storm starts. Of course, you can sleep to disable the storm, but I will do just wither clear. If you don't want this to be anymore, slash function Thunder Shrine slash delete shrine, and the shrine will be removed. So now you throw anything and nothing will happen. Of course, you don't need to have here any build. You can put another stand somewhere, slash function create shrine and we'll make a shrine. Of course, if you have 3 armor stands or more, it will only work in the armor stand you have more near. So let's create shrine. And as you can see, there is only a shrine in this area. But of course, you can have multiple shrines in the world. As you can see, now we have here 4 shrines. There you have. You can throw as many as you want. You will lose it, it's a problem, not mine. Of course, but if we do function the left shrine, it will remove the nearest shrine. So you will need to do it once per shrine. So this is the Thunder Shrine, and let's do the final pack I have made. And here we go with the last pack I have made for you in this case. So for them, let's get some spawn eggs, some phantoms, pillagers, let's do also one ravager, cave spiders, drowneds and creepers, for example. Let me give myself a sword and effect of this, strength a lot of time, 22. So I can insta-kill mobs. Okay, so as you can see, if I kill any mob, nothing happens. But if I do slash function mob death start, it will start counting the mob deaths. I can kill one creeper, 2 cave spiders, one ravager and another creeper, and when I type slash function mob death display, it will display all the mobs that I have killed. So let's kill some phantoms here, let's kill more phantoms, 2 drowneds for example, and a lot of creepers, because let's be honest, no one likes creepers. So as you can see, every mob that you kill is counted in this. If you do slash function stop, mob death slash stop, any other mob that spawns, it will not count towards the scoreboard, no matter which mob type is. This is very useful to try and use and test mob farms, because you will be able to see how many mobs have died in X amount of time. So once after we have this here, you can do slash function the no display, so it does not display, and even we can start it again so it continues counting the mobs without it displaying. I don't know, maybe you want to have in your server to know every mob that was killed, and with this slash function display, you will see we have 6 creepers. Let's remove the display. So no display, let's kill 2 more creepers and display it again, and we have 8. And with this slash function reset, it will completely reset the scoreboard. So if we do now function start, function mob death start, and this function display, you will have that there is no mobs. And this is all. And this is all, people. Hopefully you found all these packs very useful. You can find them, all the links in the description. So thanks for watching, share this with your friends, and see you.